Hello guys, Lady here. If you have watched my latest video, I asked ChatGPT to rank some devices by different categories and by brands. It maybe accidentally have leaked not one but two Apple products coming out this year. So I decided to ask ChatGPT again if he knows when and what will look like the newest Apple products. So let's see what it knows. First, I decided to start with the iPhone. We all know that the iPhone usually is coming with September with the new Apple Watch. There's so many speculations what it will look like, but I'm curious to see if ChatGPT knows something specifically. So, when will the next iPhone lineup come and what will it look like? Show me some images. So, according to ChatGPT, let's see what it knows. It's gathered information from the internet, but when the next iPhone it will launch it. So, points to early September of 2025 as an announcement period for the iPhone 17 series. This is what it will look like. These are images gathered from the internet, obviously. So basically, it will be the regular iPhone 17, the 17 Pro, Pro Max, and 17 Air, a new ultra thin model replacing the Plus. We also have design highlights like new rear camera bar, the iPhone 17 Air, standard iPhone 17 is rumored to retain similar design to the previous one. We have display and build, cameras and performance Pro Max model, triple 48 megapixel rear cameras, main ultra wide and telephoto like we usually have, plus LiDAR and 7x optical zoom. We have the front cameras, the batteries. The iPhone 17 Pro Max may include a 5000 mAh battery due to slightly thicker design for improved endurance, and the prices are retaining the same as they are now. So as you can see, yes, it's gathered information from internet. So basically, these are the rumors about the newest iPhone. But it's getting interesting how it kind of starts looking now like a little bit like Google Pixel. It's just getting switched up. It's not a traditional iPhone 17 Pro Max that we are used to see like design. Now the iPhone 17 Pro Max will have probably a new design. Next, I decided to ask ChatGPT what it thinks about the new Apple Watch. I got the Series 10, I'm pretty happy with it. Not upgrading, 100% sure, but it doesn't mean that there are not something exciting features, and we didn't get an update of the Apple Watch Ultra last year, which just got a new color. So it'll be interesting to see if we'll have a new Apple Watch Ultra 3. When will the next Apple Watch lineup come and what it will look like with images? So ChatGPT will say that probably it will come in September, but as well, the next Apple Watch lineup is expected to debut in September 2025, following Apple's usual fall cadence, like alongside the iPhone 17, Apple Watch Series 11, Ultra 3, and S3 models. So we have Apple Watch 11 series, we have the standard models in September, we have Apple Watch Ultra 3 and Apple Watch SE 3 again during the fall. So we have the Apple Watch 11 design, display, we have connectivity, high monitoring, so minimal changes compared to the Series 10, sleek, flat, edge, and fantastic. Possibility of a micro LED upgrading the OLED for improved brightness, efficiency, and lifespan. We have introducing of 5G RedCam modem. We have health monitoring, blood pressure, trend alerts, not exact values, capable of detecting hypertension risk. We also have software and AI enhanced with watchOS 12. Apple Watch Ultra 3 release window will be fall 2025, following a skipped refresh in 2024. Support for satellite messages texting, enabling communication in remote areas without cellular or Wi-Fi coverage. And the Apple Watch SE 3 design refresh expected to adopt larger screen sizes, 41 and 45 millimeters, slimmer profile, drive down cost using plastic housing in place of aluminum to appeal younger users and families. So basically, here is the summary. The prices, I believe, will retain the same. So pretty much what happened last year will repeat the same with the Apple Watches. We don't get any crazy designs like something new. But it'll be interesting. We all know that the Apple Watch SE is the more entry-level design. This is why it's cheaper. It's made with cheaper materials to retain the price. But let's see if the Apple Watch Ultra 3 will be worth buying compared to the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Next category for ChatGPT is the MacBook. When I saw what it told me, asking him to compare top 5 devices, best to worst, it really said that there will be a new MacBook. So I want to see if it keeps to its word or it's actually telling me that maybe we'll not expect anything. When will the next MacBook lineup come and what it will look like with images, as usual. So usually, like for the past 2 years, they keep doing it in October around Halloween, beginning of November, but it's interesting to see if they're gonna keep it. So what to expect upcoming MacBook lineup? So M4 MacBook Air, which is already announced, it launched in March 2025. The refreshed MacBook Air comes in 13 and 15-inch sizes. Okay, the new one, we have M5 MacBook Pro, small refresh or spec bump, expected to launch in late 2025, October, November, or possibly early 2026 with M5, M5 Pro, and M5 Max chips for 14 and 16-inch Pro models. MacBook Air with M5, timetable and features maybe in early 2026. We have M6 already, MacBook Pro, and major redesign. OLED new chassis targeted for the late 2026 or 2027. This model is expecting to bring a full redesign OLED display, thinner and lighter chassis, punch hole front camera, no notch, possibly Face ID, and even cellular connectivity via built-in modem. And budget MacBook powered by A18 chip, possible 2026 launch, so maybe we'll get a third one. Analyst Ming Chi Kuo indicates Apple is working on a 13-inch entry-level model using the A18 Pro iPhone chip, expected to enter mass production in late 2025 or early 2026. So here are all the dates, timetables that we might get it. We don't have anything about the price yet, but I do have to say, it didn't say anything about 18-inch MacBook with M5 Quantum this time. But it peaked that there will be even M6 already. We don't have M5. It already knows there will be an M6. We're working on this. And there will be an entry-level MacBook, just like what they're doing with the Apple Watch SE, with the iPhone SE. Will there be a MacBook SE? It kind of sounds a little bit weird. Maybe just call it a regular MacBook like it used to be back in the day. But it's interesting to see what Apple is cooking with this one. We already got new iPads, but it's never too early to ask for another one. Imagine you're not satisfied with your current iPad, you don't like some features, and you're like, hey Apple, when will you drop your new iPad so I can enjoy it more if it actually gets better than the current ones you have? So let's see what ChatGPT thinks about this. When will the next iPad lineup come and what it will look like with images? So again, it's searching throughout the internet, see if it gathers any information. It's still early to predict that. But according to some sources, here's what it will look like with images. iPad 11th generation base model A16 with already got released March 12th. iPad Air 7th generation M3 11 and 13 inches also March release. Technically it was the 10th generation. iPad Pro 8th generation M5 powered. Rumored launch late 2025, possibly October, November, with availability extending into early 2026. Uses the M5 chip built on an enhanced 3nm process, delivering significantly better AI, GPU, and energy efficiency. iPad Air M4 update and mini OLED future generation. So after the M3 Air launches in early 2025, the next iPad Air update is expected around March, April 2026, potentially with an M4 chip. So pretty much we're getting the usuals, iPad Air, the iPad Pro. We don't know if there will be another regular iPad or possibility for the iPad mini. I don't think Apple cares for the iPad mini that much because they did some sort of an update, but it wasn't probably what people expected. But it's interesting to see what they have in their minds. In my previous video, ChatGPT said that there will be AirPods Pro 3. I'm pretty sure he meant 2, but it said AirPods Pro 3. So I'm excited to see if ChatGPT stays by this statement still, or maybe we won't get any AirPods. I don't believe that they're gonna update the AirPods Max, even though the update they did was pretty much changes the Lightning to USB-C and adding new colors. That's all I can say about it. But let's see what it thinks. When will the next AirPods lineup come and what it will look like with images? So, gathering from the internet, it says that here is what they will look like. I've seen images of black AirPods as well. I don't think this will be happening. AirPods Pro 3 were initially expected to launch around September 2025 iPhone 17 event, aligning with Apple's typical schedule. However, respected analyst Min-Chi Kuo has since projected a delay until 2026, citing production challenges tied to new infrared camera technology. So expected features says that major upgrades rumor new H3 chip for improved audio, adaptive ANC, transparency, and longer battery life. health sensors, specifically heart rate and body temperature monitoring right from the ear canal, advanced interaction and UI, infrared sensor camera modules. We have built-in touchscreen on the charging case. That would be cool to see. Live language translation. We also have the earbuds may feature shorter, more compact stems. The charging case could be smaller and flatter. So we do have some interesting news, but it said only about the AirPods Pro 3. So we did get AirPods 4 recently. I don't think we're gonna get AirPods Max. I already explained why. So it's like they are coming the way, but honestly, I don't understand why would you need touch screen on the AirPods. You have a phone, you have an iPad or any sort of tablet for this. So even the Apple Watches or any smartwatches are touch screen. So at this point, is it needed on your earbuds as well? Last but not least, I decided to ask ChatGPT what it knows about the next Mac. It could be an iMac, it could be a Mac Mini, any Mac. So we had recent updates. I expect when the N5 comes, eventually all these to follow up and get updated. But at the same time, some of them might just get updated with N4 and not with N5. When will the next Mac lineup come and what it will look like? Show me some images. I thought it would generate some images, but since it's gathered information from the internet, technically it's showing me what rumors are saying. So this is what we have. Basically, here's the expected release time. MacBook Pro M5 chip targeted for a typical fall launch, likely in October or November 2025. We have Mac Pro M4 Ultra or Extreme, forecast for a late 2025 release, likely aligned with the Pro Series launch season, October, and sporting the highest end Apple Silicon and up to 512GB unified memory. Mac Studio M4 Max or Ultra expected around mid-2025. It said WWDC, it didn't happen. MacBook Air M5, most analysts forecast push this to spring 2026, like they usually do. So what the next models might look like. M5 MacBook Pro, essentially the same chassis design introduced in 2021 with minor refreshments such as Thunderbolt 5 ports, upgraded 12 megapixel FaceTime webcam. M4 Ultra Mac Pro Studio, no significant redesign. Plant expecting continued industrial style with aluminum enclosure and professional input-output. Future OLED and foldable models. OLED MacBook Pro M6 full redesign is rumored for 2026. So basically, here is your summary. Again, no prices whatsoever. It doesn't expect any changes. Nothing about the iMac though. Yes, usually just get a little bit of a new color and just put the new chip and call it a day. So maybe this will follow suit or they plan to do a redesign. This is something we don't know yet. Okay guys, that was the video. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below what is your favorite Apple product. I don't have that many. I have to say I use my phone all the time, so I might say it is an iPhone, even though the Apple Watch is attached to my hand and I also use it day by day. So it's just complicated. I use my AirPods whenever I travel. I just listen to music, and literally when I want to listen something from my laptop without the others to hear it, I also use them. So it's kind of tough decision, but it's interesting to see what Apple will come up next. Like, I am hyped up for the next MacBook because I really need a new laptop. So if they ended up not being what they are, I might go back to the M4 and just get it. But it's always interesting to see what they planned in their heads. But that was the video. Hope you enjoyed. Please smash that like button if you like this video, share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell to be notified whenever I post new videos, and I'm gonna see you next time.